Hi there guys, this lesson is on enhancing accessibility, and we're going to look in terms of what accessibility is on a computer, alright, on a computer device. So, whoa, there he goes. Okay, let's get started. So what is accessibility? Well, basically it's just the features that are available on a computer system or a device that make it possible for users with physical disabilities to interact and control the device or computer system. So to explain it in a different way, it is ways that technology enables people with physical challenges to use the devices the same way as any other one who does not have that challenge to use it. Does that make sense? Man, I hope that makes sense. Alright, so features available on a computer system or a device for users with physical disabilities. This will make more sense as we go through the slides. Okay, so let's have a look. Speech recognition is one of the features that is so powerful today, and we're using it more and more. Okay, we got speech to text when you say stuff and then your computer then translates it into a digital form on the computer. We also have text to speech, where the computer then takes text on the screen and reads it back to you. That means that speech can be used as an input device. Your actual voice can be an input device. Let's see. Speech to text and voice recognition allows someone to control a computer system, input data, and work using their voice. This is very powerful, and it's only going to get better as we keep going. Here is an example of speech recognition in action. I want to show you how it works. Okay, have a look here. We've got Microsoft Word, and as in another video I've done before, there's the dictate tool. Okay, and I'm going to show you what this actually does. Let's just make sure that it's going to record for you guys. Here we go. Watch this. Speech to text and voice recognition allows someone to control a computer system, input data, and work using their voice, full stop. Do you see that? That was actually really cool. So as I did this a little while ago, so that's why it sounded a bit different. And as I'm dictating, and I'm also giving commands like comma, full stop, capital letter, stuff like that. It does all of that for me, which is very cool. So screen readers are part of text-to-speech. What do screen readers do? Well, basically whatever is on your screen, whether it's content or even controls like buttons and things, it reads back to you what is on your screen. Here's an example of a screen reader being used in Microsoft Word. It's the immersive reader. Now, the immersive reader is built into a lot of Windows 10 apps now, and you can see here that it's basically just going to, you go to immersive reader on your tabs there. You click on it there. I think I've got a video clip of that. Let's take a look.
Speech to text and voice recognition allows someone to control a computer system, input data, and work using their voice.
Okay, not as cool as in Microsoft Edge, which uses a lot more natural sounding voices, but you see where the technology is. All right. Next, another feature of computers and devices to make things easier to work with is magnification. Magnification, basically, it is what it says. It just magnifies things, okay? It makes them bigger. So have a look here. Here is an example of me switching on magnification. So there I am in my ease of access in my control panel system. Go to magnifier, and I can switch on the magnifier, and then I can make everything bigger. And then I can just zoom around and look at stuff a lot here. Do you see that? That's 200% bigger. That's pretty big. So there you go. That's what the magnifier does in Windows 10. It's pretty cool. I like that. Okay, so that's for people who have difficulties with eyesight. Okay, so they can really zoom in on stuff, and they, how do we get there? Number 1, go to Windows settings. Number 2, ease of access. Number 3, choose magnifier. Okay, how about an on-screen keyboard, a virtual keyboard? Super easy, guys. Again, you just go to Windows settings, ease of access, and then you go and choose the keyboard. And in the keyboard setup, you can see there's a spot right there. Use your device without a physical keyboard. There is your on-screen keyboard. If it's a touch screen, it's even easier because you can actually type on the screen, or you've got to use your mouse and stuff to do it. But there you go, on-screen keyboard. Another feature to help people who might have issues with their hands trying to, handle a keyboard, for example. Here are some other ones. Okay, now here I've got some icons on the screen, and we're going to look at what all of these represent. The first one is going to be the screen. What settings do we have in terms of our screen to help with vision? All right, let's have a look. We've got, there you can see, we can make the display bigger. We can make everything bigger. Okay, we can increase our size of our text. That's pretty good. The cursor and the pointer. Lots of options available here. Again, go to Windows Settings, Ease of Access, Cursor and Pointer. And we've got change the pointer size and color, make the cursor easier to see when typing, or even change touch feedback. Okay, that's very nice. Color filters. Go back to Ease of Access, choose Color Filters, and there you can see, what do we have there? We've got Use Color Filters, we can turn them on, we can have a shortcut key, we can invert all the colors on our screen, we can make everything grayscale or grayscale inverted. Even people who have color blindness can decide, what colors they would like to enhance or take away to counter the problem that they have with color blindness. That's very cool. The narrator. Not always the nicest voices, I find, but then you've got to find out how to download better voices and stuff. But there's a narrator. The narrator can basically just read whatever you want it to read. And what's nice is, it can read everything that's on the screen, not just content, like buttons, menu items, right click, and your context sensitive menu that comes up. It can read what's there as well, so it's actually very cool. There you can see we can change the voice speed, the pitch, the volume. That's quite nice. What else do we have? And change what you hear when you're typing. Letters, numbers, punctuation. Hear words as you type. That's pretty cool. I've never tried that, but it would be worth trying it out. Sticky keys. Have you ever heard of sticky keys? All right, let's see what they actually are. All right, sticky keys is basically like if you want to have special keyboard shortcuts and you want to press one key which does a couple of things instead of having to do Control Alt Delete or things like that. Sticky keys will do that for you. And the next type of key shortcuts that we have are filters. Okay, filter keys. That's for people who have trouble just pressing one key. You know what I mean? Sometimes they might have involuntary movements and then they press the key a couple of times and then it's like K or whatever, LLL, LOL. Never mind, I just said that. I'm going to move on. Filter keys. Okay. Eye control. Oh, very nice. Very nice. Still quite new, I think. Eye control basically works with any eye tracking hardware that a user might have so that they can then control the mouse position on a screen using just their eyes. And this is an eye tracker that tracks their eyes. So Windows 10, Ease of Access, already has that built in for them. That's pretty amazing. Speech, we already know, speech to text and controlling your computer with speech. Here you can see again in our Windows setting as part of interacting with our operating system. We can talk instead of type and dictate. We can turn on speech recognition, which is pretty cool. It seems like it's only available in English United States, English United Kingdom. Okay, those are the languages. Okay, Canada, India, Australia, French, Japanese and Mandarin. That's so cool. Spanish as well. Hola. Then we have audio. So what features in terms of audio do we have to help those who battle with their hearing? Well, we can see we've got audio options here. Make devices easier to hear. Change it from stereo to mono. Show visual alerts as well. So you can see, guys, if you go and spend some time going through the Windows Ease of Access or accessibility settings on your computer in Windows 10, you'll also see this on Macs, by the way, and Linux, Ubuntu, and other flavors of Linux. Go ahead and look at the accessibility features, and you will see just how technology tries to make things easier and accessible for everybody, regardless of their ability.